議案獲得通過。
2016年仲裁修訂條例草案。
本會恢復2016年仲裁及調解法例第三者資助修訂條例草案嘅二讀辯論。條例草案委員會主席郭榮鏗議員就委員會報告向本會發言。郭榮鏗議員。
Thank you, Madam President. In my capacity as the chairman of the Bills Committee on Arbitration and Mediation Legislation, Third-Party Funding Amendment Bill 2016, I report on the deliberations of the Bills Committee. The Bills Committee supports the Arbitration and Mediation Legislation Third-Party Funding Bill, which seeks to amend the Arbitration Ordinance and the Mediation Ordinance to ensure that third-party funding of arbitration and mediation is not prohibited by the common law doctrines of maintenance and shampity, and to provide for related measures and safeguards. The Bills Committee generally supports the bill. In the course of scrutiny, the Bills Committee has examined the meaning of third-party funding of arbitration, meaning of funding agreement, and third-party funder, safeguards to be provided by the Code, and consequences of non-compliance and application of the new Part 10A of the Arbitration Ordinance to mediation, to which the Mediation Ordinance applies. The deliberations of the Bills Committee are summarized in the ensuing paragraphs. The Bills Committee notes that under the new Section 98G, subsection 2, third-party funding of arbitration excludes the provision of arbitration funding directly or indirectly by lawyers and persons providing legal services. Hence, the Bills Committee requests the administration to explain the relevant policy considerations. The administration has advised that lawyer funding of a party's participating in the arbitrations or litigation proceedings may occur through the use of fee arrangements under which a lawyer agrees to represent a party at a discount or for no fee, but with a success fee payable in the event of a favorable outcome. The case will therefore be fully or partly funded out of the working capital of the lawyer's firm. The administration has explained that it agreed to the Law Reforms Commission's recommendation that it was in the public's interest that lawyers should focus on their provision of professional services to their clients and should not place themselves in a conflict of interest position by engaging in the business of third-party funding. Most members of the Bills Committee, however, do not subscribe to the administration's views and consider it unfair and over-stringent to apply the exclusion solely to third-party funding for arbitration provided by persons practicing law or providing legal services in Hong Kong or elsewhere. The Bills Committee has agreed that it would propose a committee stage amendment to delete the new Section 98G, subsection 2. The Bills Committee also invited in late March 2017 views on the said committee stage amendment to be proposed by it to delete the new Section 98G, subsection 2 from Hong Kong International Arbitration Centre, Hong Kong Bar Association, and the Law Society of Hong Kong, as well as members of the public. A few weeks later, the administration introduced in mid-April 2017 a new set of committee stage amendment on which the administration confirmed the stakeholders had been consulted. The administration has advised that having considered the views of the members of the Bills Committee on the new Section 98G, subsection 2, and with a view to striking a proper balance by ensuring that legitimate concerns over possible conflict of interest are sufficiently addressed, it is minded to propose committee stage amendments to delete the new Section 98G, subsection 2, from and to add a new Section 98NA to the new part of the new Part 10A. The Bills Committee notes that the proposed committee stage amendments operate to the effect that the common law doctrines of shampity and maintenance remain applicable to arbitration funding provided by a lawyer if such funding is provided to a party to an arbitration by a lawyer who, in the course of the lawyer's practice, acts for any party in relation to the arbitration. The Bills Committee has examined all the proposed committee stage amendments from the administration and raised no objection thereto. The Bills Committee will not propose any committee stage amendments to the bill. Madam President, next I would like to give my personal views on the bill. And first of all, I'd like to declare my interest as a legal practitioner who does arbitration cases from time to time. Madam President, it is with pleasure and with delight to see two arbitration bills coming to LegCo today, which seeks to improve the body of laws in relation to arbitration in Hong Kong, and is also a welcoming development for Hong Kong as an international legal and dispute resolution center. And I commend the Secretary for Justice's work in this area in the past 5 years. The most debated issue during the Bills Committee deliberation is whether a lawyer is allowed to fund an arbitration case in which he or she is involved in. Of course, the real question is whether conditional fees or contingency fees are permitted for arbitration in this jurisdiction. That is to say, whether lawyers can provide services in return for an agreed sum conditional upon the winning of the case or sharing a portion of the award that the arbitration tribunal may award in due course. The experience of other common law jurisdictions in this regard would be helpful. That experience tells us that as long as there are sufficient and adequate safeguards in place, for example, a requirement for minimum capital access by the relevant law firm in question, and appropriate measures to avoid conflict of interest, the interests of litigants can be protected. We understand the administration position that it wishes to take the issue of contingency fee and conditional fee arrangement with caution and to take a step-by-step approach in this area. Members of the legal profession understand and respect that approach. However, it must be urged that this question of conditional fee and contingency fee can no longer be left in the shelves and not be properly discussed in the Legislative Council. As one could see, in many other jurisdictions, lawyers are allowed to engage in conditional and contingency fee arrangement, and it is making Hong Kong less and less competitive as an international legal and dispute resolution center. The legal profession must keep up with the developments in other jurisdictions, and as they are competing with lawyers from other jurisdictions, especially in the area of international arbitration. Madam President, the members of the legal profession greatly welcome the passage of the arbitration bills today, and we hope to see further promotional efforts and further resources that will be put into the promotion of the arbitration and legal services in Hong Kong. Thank you.
周浩鼎議員。
主席，對於呢一個嘅仲裁及調解法例第三方資助修訂嘅條例草案呢，我係表示歡迎。亦都坦白講咧，喺呢一個第三方資助仲裁嘅方案得到通過之後咧，我相信對於香港推動嗰個仲裁嘅業務嚟講咧，或者係呢方面嘅產業嘅推動咧，我相信都係會一定嘅幫助。主席喺度咧，我講少少關於對於呢條條例草案嘅一啲嘅簡單嘅意見。第一咧就係我記得咧喺比較早期嘅時候，呢一個嘅條例草案嘅法案委員會嘅討論裏面咧，我自己都有提出過咧，就係話喺一個一般市民嘅角度咧，可能佢哋會諗到一樣嘢，就係如果容許第三方去資助一個仲裁嘅進行嘅時候，會唔會嗰個仲裁嘅過程裏面係變成由個出資者個第三方咧係掌握咗比較大嘅話語權，甚至乎會影響到仲裁雙方個作出決定嘅時候嘅情況會有一定嘅影響咧？咁呢個主席 呢個問題咧，其實對於好多個普通市民嚟講咧，佢可能都會諗到有咁嘅情況。咁然而咧就我慶幸咧，亦都喺條例裏面咧，今次亦都講清楚咧，就係話對於呢個第三者嘅資助嘅安排咧，係必須要係按照 98H 條咧，係要訂立一個書面協議，亦都講得好清楚咧，係佢嘅資助裏面嘅條款講得好清楚，亦唔係去主動去影響佢嗰個嘅仲裁裏面咧產生嗰個決定。我相信咧呢樣嘢咧係亦都有助於咧釐清呢一個方面嘅憂慮。呢個咧我認為咧就係值得我哋認為係啱嘅一件事情嚟嘅。咁但係亦都要提醒咧，就係對於將來嘅條例出台之後啦，亦都可以提醒翻公眾嘅權利，就係話咧，縱然第三方嘅對你呢個仲裁嘅案件嘅資助咧，亦都唔係話一定就構成佢會有一個話語權去決定你個案件裏面嗰個最後嘅取態嘅。中間嘅大家嘅嗰個第三方資助嘅嗰個要有嘅所有嘅條款咧，亦都要透過書面協議咧去做寫清楚出嚟，咁啊保障翻仲裁雙方嘅。咁呢個係我嘅一個第一點嘅建議啦。第二點咧就係主席。而家咧，我哋呢一個嘅條例咧，將來會採取嘅規管模式咧，都係一個輕力度嘅規管模式。咁呢種嘅模式咧，其實喺一啲其他嘅普通法嘅司法管轄區，亦都係用緊嘅。咁對我嚟講咧，我認為咧，採用首先試下採用輕力度嘅規管模式，亦都係可以係接受，亦都合理嘅一個做法。咁咧就3年嘅嗰個嘅開展嘅期間咧，我希望咧當局咧都係密切注視嗰個實施嘅情況，特別係咧對於第三者出資去資助嘅佢哋呢方面嘅行為同埋操守嗰方面咧，我都希望能夠密切咁監察，因為咧如果係唔係情況出現得好壞，或者係自從有咗呢樣嘢之後，有一啲不法嘅行為出現咗，或者違規嘅情況出現嘅話咧，我認為咧呢種輕力度嘅規管嘅模式咧，將來咧都可以繼續嘅。咁不過咧，亦都希望當局咧係喺實施嘅期間咧，特別係頭3年期間咧，就繼續密切注視裡面嗰個嘅監察嘅情況。最後一點咧，就係主席，我哋喺法案委員會嘅討論過程裏邊咧，其實都對於一點係有爭論過比較長嘅時間，就係咧我哋法律界執業嘅律師或者執業嘅大律師係唔係能夠可以成為一個參與呢個第三方資助嘅業務？喺呢一度咧，可以話俾大家聽咧，喺法案委員會裏面咧，的而且確有個比較激烈嘅爭論。其實咧喺對於我哋法律界嘅行業嚟講咧，當然我哋亦都係比較傾向認為咧，對於參與第三方資助嘅呢個業務嚟講咧，其實法律界嘅執業嘅律師或者係大律師嚟講咧，相信亦都係有掌握咗一定嘅經驗同埋佢哋嘅知識去做呢一方面嘅業務嘅。咁然而當然咧，要個平衡點咧，就係話千萬咧唔會引起任何嘅利益衝突。咁咧喺今次嘅政府嘅最後有一個嘅修正案決定出翻嚟咧，就係亦都聽咗好多我哋嘅委員嘅意見。就最後咧嘅修正案咧都認為咧，只要係如果係律師咧喺仲裁嗰方面，佢唔係代表仲裁嘅任何一方行事嘅話咧，咁就佢去參與嗰個第三方資助而言咧，就應該係可以接受嘅，亦都唔會違反到嗰個所謂包攬訴訟嘅嗰個情況。咁但當然啦，如果係佢已經係代表緊訴訟嘅其中一方嘅話咧，當然不能夠讓佢再成為一個第三方資助者或者係參與呢個業務，因為咧恐防係會有呢個利益嘅衝突。但如果唔係呢個情況底下咧，我哋嘅委員亦都多番表達嘅意見咧，係可以容許執業嘅律師或者係執業嘅大律師咧，亦都係參與第三方資助嗰個嘅參與佢嗰個業務嘅。喺呢度咧，政府亦都作咗一定嘅修正嚇。咁我個人嚟講咧，對於政府一個修正咧，亦都係表示一個歡迎。咁最後咧就主席，我希望咧透過今次嘅條例生效之後咧，能夠可以再進一步咧係促進香港嘅嗰個仲裁嘅各方面嘅業務，亦都開始繼續咧推動香港作為一個國際仲裁中心去鞏固我哋呢方面嘅地位嘅。主席，我謹此陳辭。
有冇其他議員想發言？ 如果冇，我現在請律政司司長答辯，之後辯論即告結束。司長。
President, first of all, I would like to express our gratitude to the Honourable Dennis Kwok, the Chairman of the Bills Committee of the Arbitration and Mediation Legislation Third-Party Funding Amendment Bill 2016, the bill, and all other members of the Bills Committee for their hard work in completing the scrutiny of the bill. I'm also grateful to the relevant stakeholders in the legal, arbitration, mediation and related professional sectors for their valuable comments and support. As I pointed out when introducing the bill into this Council in January this year, the main objective of the bill is to amend the Arbitration Ordinance, Cap 609, and the Mediation Ordinance, Cap 620, to clarify that third-party funding of arbitration, mediation and related proceedings is permitted under Hong Kong law. The proposed amendments were formulated on the basis of the recommendations made in the report on third-party funding for arbitration published by the Law Reform Commission of Hong Kong, the LRC, in October 2016, and the outcome of consultation with the Steering Committee on Mediation. The bill will reflect in our legislation the latest developments in the dispute resolution sector and further enhance Hong Kong's status as a leading centre for international legal and dispute resolution services in the Asia-Pacific region. I shall move to committee stage amendments at a later stage. The CSAs have all been endorsed by the Bills Committee and can be briefly outlined as follows. Under the proposed Section 98 G, bracket 2 of the Arbitration Ordinance, in Clause 3 of the Bill, third-party funding of arbitration does not include the provision of arbitration funding directly or indirectly by a person practicing law or providing legal services, whether in Hong Kong or elsewhere. Some members of the Bills Committee have suggested to delete the proposed Section 98 G, bracket 2, so that the clarification to permit the provision of arbitration funding will also apply to all qualified lawyers and other legal services providers. The government has carefully considered the requests and the views of members. We take the view that a proper balance should be struck by ensuring that legitimate concerns over potential conflicts of interest are sufficiently addressed. Safeguards ought to be put in place to ensure that a lawyer should not be allowed to provide arbitration or mediation funding if the lawyer concerned acts for any party in the relevant proceedings. Therefore, we now propose CSAs to, first of all, delete the proposed Section 98 G2, bracket 2, and secondly, add a new Section 98 N A, so that the new third-party funding regime under the proposed Part 10 A of the Arbitration Ordinance will not be applicable to lawyers acting for parties in the arbitration. In putting forward the above proposal, we fully agree with the LRC that it would be in the public interest for lawyers to focus on their provision of professional services to their clients, and that they should not place themselves in a conflict of interest position by engaging in the business of third-party funding. By virtue of the new Section 98 N A, lawyers who put themselves in such a conflict of interest situation will not be protected by the proposed Part 10 A of the Arbitration Ordinance. Clause 4 of the bill proposed to add a new Section 7 A to the Mediation Ordinance. The new Section 7 A of the Mediation Ordinance extends, among others, the application of the new Section 98 S of the Arbitration Ordinance, with the necessary modifications to mediation to which the Mediation Ordinance applies. Under this original proposal, despite the confidentiality requirements provided in Section 8(1) of the Mediation Ordinance, mediation communication referred to in that section may be disclosed by a party to mediation to a person for the purpose of having or seeking third-party funding of mediation from that person. We now propose CSAs to the new Section 7A. For the purpose of the mediation ordinance, the original proposed Section 98S will be substituted by a new Section 98S. The effect of the CSA is as follows. A person who intends to mediate a dispute or is in the course of mediating a dispute may disclose mediation communication for specified purposes. B, the disclosure must be for the purpose of having or seeking third-party funding for mediation or obtaining professional advice in this connection. C, with the leave of the relevant court or tribunal, a funded party and a third-party funder may disclose mediation communication for the purpose of protecting, pursuing, or enforcing rights or interests in relation to the third-party funding of mediation in legal proceedings in or outside Hong Kong. And D, the above disclosure requirements apply to a professional advisor to whom mediation communication is provided. The Department of Justice has been making every effort to consolidate the status of Hong Kong as a leading centre for international legal and dispute resolution services in the Asia-Pacific region. We will consider improvements to the provisions of the arbitration ordinance and the mediation ordinance as and when appropriate, so as to ensure that the latest developments in the dispute resolution community can be promptly and appropriately reflected in our legislation. As I've mentioned when introducing the bill into this Council, third-party funding of arbitration and other dispute resolution proceedings has since become increasingly common in numerous jurisdictions, including Australia, England and Wales, various European countries, and the United States. We believe that the passage of the bill and the CSAs would enable Hong Kong's dispute resolution regime to stay at the forefront among major dispute resolution and financial centres around the world. With these remarks, President, I urge members to support the bill and the amendments that I will move at the subsequent committee stage. Thank you, President.
我現在向各位提出嘅待決議題係2016年仲裁及調解法例第三者資助修訂條例草案，予以二讀。贊成嘅請舉手，反對嘅請舉手。我認為議題獲得在席議員以過半數贊成，我宣布議案獲得通過。
2016年仲裁及調解法例第三者資助修訂條例草案。
本會現在成為全體委員會，就條例